Hey you guys, so I've been going through a self-growth journey, and I wanted to share my my a little bit of my thoughts with you guys and my experiences, because I feel like a lot of people look at me and they don't understand why I do what I do, or why I was who I was, or why I am who I am now, or for you to understand why I'm gonna be the person that I'm going to become. Yeah, if that makes sense. So yeah, so this is, I don't know why. I know that this is not the platform for this type of thing, but something deep inside me wants to share this. Just like I need to take my next breath, I just want to share this. I feel like I don't mind it. A lot of people don't resonate with it, but I feel like it's so important that even if I get 1, 2, 3, or 5 females usually, or a person to resonate with it, I just will feel so good. Yeah, so I'll be reading from my notes, because these are my thoughts and experiences within a few months. So whenever I get a thought or a feeling or an experience, I just put it down here. So yeah, let me get to it, share it with you guys. Yeah. Whew, I'm nervous. Oh, by the way too, I want to say the last time I shared something with you guys, because it's not easy for me to be vulnerable on camera, like knowing a lot of people will be looking at me and I'm really nervous right now. But the last time I shared something on camera, I was drunk, which I used to always do. Yeah, but I'm proud of myself because I am sharing this while I'm sober. Yeah, and I'm growing. So let's go. Okay, I've been sober from because I'm gonna say some letters, because I don't want to say the full word. So I hope you figure out what the word is, because I don't know if you can say that on Instagram. Yeah, so I've been sober from 4 months and 3 weeks now, since February 2nd. And then after that, 1 week, 4 days later, I decided to flush the D down the toilet on February 13th. 3 days later, I decided to get back in the gym, which I restarted February 16th. After a week later, I started an unplanned celibacy journey, which is currently active 4 months and since February 23rd. So if you notice, since I put the down, my life started shifting to better lifestyle choices. I'm happy to have taken over a year, much needed time away from social media to work on my mental health. I tried explaining my situation previously on live with my hair disheveled and while I was drunk, as I could not cope with the pain sober. Unfortunately, I sheltered my pain in which is why I had seemed off. I had 5 S attempts last year, which I only tried while I was drunk but never sober. People do love feeding into negativity, and many strangers mocked my pain and downfall. Nobody that I personally know, apart from my family, came up to me and asked, "Shaniki, are you okay? Something seems wrong or off." Or advices like, "Please just hang in there. You need to seek professional help." Actually, honestly, the only time I didn't even know that I needed professional help. How I knew was one time I went live on Instagram and people were commenting that while I was crying and about my pain and, all I'm going through. Yeah, I didn't even know that I needed professional help. But yeah. Okay, where were we? So only 2 friends reached out to me, and only 2 friends visited me while I was in the hospital. I shall also stay away from new friendship, as this world is full of grudgefulness, jealousy, evil personalities, and evil intentions. Keeping my circle small with genuine, positive, and uplifting energy. I have been scared to start sharing my lifestyle and personal growth journey, as I am scared to cause newfound grudgefulness onto a certain person that was behind my gunpoint robbery. As this person is still noticing me, because when she saw that I started making money again, she contacted me a couple months ago after I exposed her being the person behind my robbery. She asked me if she could go live in my fan base group and asked about Instagram advertisement. I beg, if you can please leave me alone, I beg you. Yeah. As I have forgiven you from the bottom of my heart. I don't want any charges upon anyone, which is why I didn't do any. I wish no harm or I wish no physical or emotional harm upon you. Yeah. Oh, where am I? Bombo clap. Yeah. And I pray to God that you find peace. And I wish unto you nothing but continuous success and prosperity. At this point, I'm gonna stop looking at the screen because I'm skipping the sentences, the lines. At this point, I need to continue on with my life, and it's time for me to stop hiding in the bushes and surrender all my trust onto the Lord about my safety concerns. I am still traumatized, and my heart jumps every time I hear a noise in the middle of the night when I'm alone. I keep looking for shadows of moving feet under my bedroom door every night before I go to bed. And every night, just last night, I did that again. Every night I do that. Yeah. Yeah. It's time for me to let go of this fear. Let's leave it be and go on our separate ways. And let this be a mistake that we can both learn from. I promise not to ever speak of this situation again. 2 days after my gunpoint robbery, a second situation terribly worse than the robbery happened to me. And that was the final straw that broke my back. 1 bottle of the pills that I drank was STD protection medication from a rape 4 months prior to my robbery. And within that period, I was scammed over $4,000. I promise that I am a very strong and resilient woman. When it rains, it pours sometimes. And that was what I went through. I went through so much different situations of emotional turmoil back to back, apart from dealing with multiple past childhood and trauma by my own family or friends of me and my family, which is at least 9 different persons that I was supposed to trust and who was supposed to protect me. I think that this is what played a huge role on my lifestyle choices and career path later on in life. But it's never too late to find yourself and become a better version of you. I am currently on a self-growth journey right now. Luckily, I met a good Samaritan at the end of last year that ended up advising me and opened up my eyes while I was going down the wrong path. Thanks mostly to God for picking me back up off the ground and who is guiding me to farther than I've ever been. It's never too late to acknowledge your mistakes. Stop withering in pain. Fix your situation and keep overcoming any obstacles that comes your way. I will keep evolving mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and physically with God by my side. And that's a fact. Now I'm high off life And this high feels better than what any or the can ever give me. I'm in a better place now. And surprisingly, I feel happier than I ever did before my depression. I'm not changing for or because of anybody's acceptance or opinions about me. I'm becoming a better person for myself and for my immediate family. Yeah. And so with that, I want to end with sharing my favorite Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and the future. Amen. You guys have a happy hump day. Oh, by the way, recording this, I was just started with the date. Yeah, by the way, I'm recording this June 24th, 2026. I want to keep it because I want to look back at this video a year from now, or even years from now, because this is my journey and where I'm headed is at a better place. Yeah.